for the
Senator
opportunity.
Judge can make that inquiry and maybe responded to by the presiding officer or any member after we finish the explanations of vote by the Senator Judges. What is the pleasure of Senator Judge Tolentino?
Mr. Presiding Officer, a few days ago, this representation filed a Senate Resolution 1637, which has yet to be referred either to the Committee on Rules or to this plenary or to this impeachment court, calling for an expedited trial, calendar trial, Mr. President. Would the actions taken by the impeachment court today to clarify and set the record straight, Mr. President, mean that the same has been denied, Mr. President?
Very much like the question of Senator Judge Poe. The court can address that after all of the Senator Judges shall have explained their votes, so that we can set this aside already.
Yes.
Any other member who wishes to explain their vote?
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. This representation just expects a ruling from the presiding officer. Thank you.
At the proper time, the Senator Judge can make a motion with respect to the published proposed calendar before the impeachment court, but no such motion is pending yet for the chair, the presiding officer, to make a ruling on. But at the proper time, we will entertain any such motions. Senator Judge Cayetano may proceed for his explanation.
Mr. President, Mr. Presiding Officer, I was just reminded that my motion to amend the motion of Senator Bato was because Senator Bongo mentioned that is an option. So I just want to give credit where credit is due. And, you know, it happened very fast today, but between dismissal or actually dividing the House today or tomorrow, whether it should be dismissed, that's the problem with the compromise, Mr. President. No one's totally happy. But I think we have upheld our oath to be politically neutral. And as I said in the written motion, Mr. President, this does not dismiss nor in any manner terminate this impeachment proceeding. Now, if the House of Representatives themselves see a constitutional defect in the articles of impeachment or decide not to pursue it in the 20th Congress, we actually expedited the process. So let me stop there and thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer, and thank you our colleagues for, you know, nairaos natin ang desisyon na to na napakahirap. Napakahirap. Akala ko po talaga bukas pa tayo mag-uusap and hindi ganito kabibigat na mga motion ng ating pag-uusap. But I did expect Senator Bato to speak dahil nagsabi siya kahapon na before the taking of the oath, gusto niya magsalita. So I'd like to thank all of our colleagues who had the cooler heads and you know, we're able to discuss this intelligently. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you to our colleagues.
Thank you. Senator Judge Cayetano. Any other member who wishes to explain his or her vote? Chair would like to make of record a few words regarding the just finished vote then. The presiding officer would like to thank the members of the Senate Impeachment Court, as stated by Senator Cayetano, for being able to engage in a lively discourse that enriched not only the records of the Senate, but also the debate that is going on even beyond the halls of this chamber. Nagpapasalamat po ako na nairaos natin ang unang pinagbotohan ng impeachment court. Marami pa po tayong pagdadaan ng botohan bilang isang impeachment court sa mga susunod na linggo at buwan. Ngayong ika-19 o ika-20 kongreso man, subalit nais ko ring sabihin na dun sa mga dudoso at nagdududa sa loob o sa labas man ng bulwagang ito, maliwanag ang intensyon ng Senate Impeachment Court sa katatapos lamang na botohan. Walang intensyon na i-dismiss ang kasong ito. Ang intensyon ay mabigyan ng pagkakataon ang mga prosecutors na sumagot sa ilang tinuturing mga katanungan, nang hindi inaaksaya ang panahon ng korte at nang hindi pa hinuhusgahan ang bagay na ito. Ang ating pinagbotohan hindi hinusgahan na lumabag ang Kamara sa 1-year ban. Hindi hinusgahan na ayaw na ng ng ika-20 Kongreso ang impeachment complaint na ito. Kaya nga po tayo magtatanong at mag-i-issue ng order. Again, with the issuance of the summons in a few minutes from now, I think it will be made clear that no such intention, that there is no such intention, and that there is every intention by this impeachment court to comply with the rules, at least insofar as the issuance of the summons under our rules and during the 19th Congress. So with the permission of Senator Judges Grace Poe and Francis Tolentino, the Chair, pursuant to Article 7 of the impeachment rules, which provide, upon the presentation of the articles of impeachment and the organization of the Senate, as herein above provided, a writ of summons shall be issued to the person impeached, reciting or incorporating said articles and notifying her to appear before the Senate on a day and at a place to be fixed by the Senate and named in such writ, and to file her answer to the articles of impeachment within a non-extendable period of 10 days from receipt thereof, to which the prosecutors may reply within a non-extendable period of 5 days therefrom, and to stand to and abide by the orders and judgments of the Senate. The court, therefore, having been organized and the articles of impeachment having been referred thereto, hereby issues the writ of summons to Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte, who is directed to file her answer within a non-extendable period of 10 days from receipt of the summons and a copy of the complaint, pursuant to Article 7 of the impeachment rules. So ordered. What is the pleasure of Senator Ontiveros?
May I seek clarification from the presiding officer?
The lady may proceed.
What is the effect, Mr. Presiding Officer, of the vote, the action taken tonight, effect on the scheduled presentation of articles tomorrow? That which was, sir,
It is-
part of the approved motion last night.
The original plan that we discussed on the floor yesterday was for the House prosecutors to read the articles of impeachment before the impeachment court, before the Senate rather, which will serve as the signal for us to convene as an impeachment court. However, if you recall, Senator Judge Ontiveros, that was amended and changed yesterday when we simply referred it to the Committee on Rules, which in turn served as the basis for the convening of the impeachment court, which we did earlier. The presentation of the articles of impeachment by the House Prosecution Panel, therefore, at this juncture, would be rendered moot already, given that we not only have convened the impeachment court, we also already issued summons to the respondent, defendant. There would be no further action on their part that they can or may take before the court.
So, Mr. Presiding Officer, if the originally scheduled presentation of articles by the House prosecutors tomorrow is rendered moot by the action taken tonight, yung kabuuang presentation of articles ba ay mangyayari pa or hindi na mangyayari? Kung mangyayari po, kailan?
Sa pagkakaunawa po, hindi na dahil hindi na kailangan dahil pinagpasyahan nga po kahapon ng Senado bilang plenaryo na ayon sa sinabi ni Senator Judge Padilla kahapon na ang pag-refer ng impeachment sa Rules Committee, yun na yun tulad ng ginawa sa mga nagdaang impeachment. Kaya nga po kanina, dinischarge na rin natin ang Rules Committee ni Senator Tolentino kaugnay sa pinasang impeachment rules sa kanila.
Mr. President,
Senator Judge
Salamat,
Del Rosa.
Mr. Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Senator Ontiveros.
Mr. Presiding Officer, just procedural clarification.
You may proceed, sir.
Once we decided to return the articles of impeachment to the House, am I correct to assume that technically we don't have the jurisdiction of these articles of impeachment already because we returned it? So, bakit pa natin magpapatuloy tayo sa pagbigay ng subpoena sa respondent kung binalik natin? Siguro kung mabalik na yun sa atin, saka pa tayo magpapatawag mag-issue ng summons. Kasi, technically, wala tayong jurisdiction ngayon sa articles of impeachment dahil binalik natin sa kanila ang articles of impeachment. So, wala sa atin. So ano ngayon ang magiging basis? Like for example, magpadala tayo ng subpoena kay Vice President Sara Duterte. Anong attachment ilagay natin sa subpoena? Articles of impeachment should be attached to the subpoena. So anong personality natin to attach na subpoena na ang subpoena ay binalik natin sa House? So technically, we don't have jurisdiction over the articles of impeachment. That's my humble understanding. Again, I am not a lawyer, Mr. President.
Senator...
Nag-iisip lang. I'm just guided by the Holy Spirit, Mr. President. To be honest, Holy Spirit is guiding me all the time. Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. Presiding Officer.
Senator Judge Ontiveros, you are recognized, ma'am.
Mr. Presiding Officer, yung kasasabing wala ng jurisdiction ang impeachment trial court na ito, yan ay pag-amin, yan ay pagsisinungaling dun sa phrase, sa pinagbotohang motion kani-kanina lang na without dismissing or terminating the complaint. Nasa sa atin na eh. Tapos ngayon pala, gumawa tayo ng aksyon para mawalan ng jurisdiction. At pati ba naman yung pag-summons na i-issue ng presiding officer, pati yon ay gustong bawiin mula sa kamay ng impeachment court. So nakikita natin, Mr. President, talagang brick by brick, stone by stone, dinidismantle itong impeachment trial process at dinidismantle yung impeachment complaint. Napakalaking disservice po sa ating dapat tungkulin sa ilalim ng konstitusyon.
Session is
Mr.
suspended.
Presiding Officer.